Sorry, guys. I forgot to turn my mic on. I do apologize for that. This is Stephen Ray, aka Stingray. I apologize. This is the current location of Hurricane Delta. Is about to make landfall here within the next few hours in Cameron, Louisiana. So this is very close to where Hurricane Laura made landfall a couple of months ago, and now this system is bearing down on the same location. So earlier, I was talking about before my mic was on, we had some severe weather potential in Mississippi for this afternoon, this evening, and tonight, but we also have some updated information for the day tomorrow. And as you can see, the Storm Prediction Center has placed a good portion of West Alabama and East Mississippi underneath a slight risk, a 2 out of 5 confidence for severe weather for tomorrow for the potential for a few tornadoes. And this does include places like Tuscaloosa, Aliceville, places like Utah, Demopolis, all the way over to Columbus and Starkville, Mississippi. Now, let me go ahead and take you in here for a closer look. And as you can see, this is from the Birmingham National Weather Service, from basically a point of around Holt and Moores Bridge and places off to the south and to the west. You guys are now in the slight risk area, which does put the city of Tuscaloosa and Northport underneath the slight risk area for tornadoes possible and damaging winds upwards of 60 miles per hour. Your threat time is going to be from noon until 11 p.m. Now, if you are in the marginal risk area, the threat mentioned above are less likely but cannot be completely ruled out. So tomorrow is a college football day. We all understand that, but it's also going to be a weather day for me as well. So I will be pulling double duty tomorrow. I'll be watching football and I will be watching the radar, just so if we have any updated hurricane or updated tornadoes, I'll be right back here on social media giving you guys the latest weather information. All right, so let me take you over here to the radar real quick. And I want to thank the 24 people. And hopefully you guys can hear me now. So I do want to thank you for that. Let me go ahead and switch over here. Pop up on the big screen. And here currently is the radar, and as you can see, we are tracking Hurricane Delta. This thing is really moving off to the north at about 13 miles per hour. Let me go ahead, and there is the Cameron, Louisiana area. And so the eye is only about 45 miles off to the south of Cameron, Louisiana. So this thing is probably going to make landfall in the 3 to 4 p.m. time frame. Let me go ahead and zoom in here and show you that it's going to get really bad, basically from Intercoastal City, Louisiana, all the way over to Sabine Pass and Cameron, Louisiana, and then moving up here towards the Lake Charles area as well. And we'll have to watch any of these feeder bands that wrap around this system for the potential of a couple of tornadoes later this afternoon and tonight. And my radar just closed on me, so I do apologize about that. Let me go ahead and re-pop this back up for you. Ignore. Hope everybody's doing quite well on this Friday. All right, let me make sure that you guys can see the radar, and there it is. Okay. So for some reason, the radar closed on me, but we're really going to have to watch this area that I'm circling right here for the potential of a couple of tornadoes later this afternoon and this evening, and then pushing more inland later on this into the overnight hours. And there's not much on radar right now, but that will change. And any of these cells that are over here to the north of Mobile, those are going to have to be watched as well. Let me put these into motion for you, and these will eventually make their way on into Tuscaloosa And we're going to have to really watch some of these with these red cores on them down here in the black belt of Alabama. Let me see if I see any signs of rotation with these. And yeah, there's a little bit of rotation with this storm right here, just off to the north of Coffeyville, just to the south of Butler. So we're going to have to watch some of these as they continue to push on off to the north. Another area of rotation is right here. Now, there are no formal tornado warnings right now for anywhere in the United States, but that could change. And I'm really going to have to keep my eye on this storm right here because the storm may want to take a track more towards the Meridian, Mississippi area as well. So we'll just have to, watch that storm as they continue to push on off to the north and to the west. All right, so that is the situation right now that we have ongoing here in central Alabama. No other rain to talk about. Other than up here in the northern Mississippi area, up here just to the south of Memphis, we're going to see a lot of rain out of this and potentially a couple of tornadoes later this afternoon, this evening, and especially for tomorrow. So once again, I just wanted to let you guys know that the center of circulation is getting really close to the coast down here. And the reason that the Lake Charles, Louisiana radar is not working is because Hurricane Laura earlier this year destroyed it. And it's going to take a lot longer for this to come back. So we're having to use the Houston radar to look at this storm. And let me go ahead and see real quick. Change radars. Wow. And there are a couple of, 100 mile per hour wind gusts within the system. So let me put it in motion for you. And it's coming on in. I mean, it's just coming on in really fast. And it's not like Hurricane Sally. I mean, Hurricane Sally about a month ago just sat there and moved at 2 to 3 miles per hour. This one is going to make landfall and continue to push on off to the north. And I'm checking with everybody to see if there are any other updates. And there are no other updates at this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to watch the radar all day and all night. And if we have any tornado warnings across this area, and especially Mississippi or Alabama, I will be right back here on to let you guys know about the threatening weather situation. But once again, real quick, for you that's just joining me, I do want to also take you back over here and mention real quick that we do have a threat of severe storms tomorrow. And basically, if you are from the Lakeview area over to Samantha and points off to the south and to the west, that does include the city of Tuscaloosa, Northport, Coker, Elrod, Buell, Aliceville, Demopolis, Utah, Selma, Montgomery, Clanton, Troy, Eufaula, and Auburn. From noon to 11 p.m. tomorrow, tornadoes are possible and damaging winds upwards of 60 miles per hour are very, very possible with this system. And let me also show you, somebody asked just a second ago about the Alabama game. Let me go ahead and roll this video for you. And as you can see, the Alabama kickoff forecast, thunderstorms are possible with isolated tornadoes. 1 to 2 inches of rain are possible in Oxford, and winds of 30 miles per hour with gusts upwards of 40 are very possible during that football game tomorrow. So that's the current situation that we have ongoing. I'm going to sign off now, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And if there are any tornado warnings, I will be right back here to let you guys know. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you back here later on if there are any threatening weather around the southeast.